She was laughing, completely lost in the conversation, her eyes locked onto his. She leaned in just a little closer, her fingers absent-mindedly playing with her necklace. He wasn't the best-looking guy in the room, nor the richest. He didn't have the flashiest watch or the most sculpted jawline, but somehow she was drawn to him, like gravity, like he had a secret. And here's the thing, he did. Because while other guys were fumbling with pickup lines, trying too hard to impress, or overthinking every text, he knew something they didn't. He knew the power of 3 simple words. Words that, when used right, made a woman feel something she couldn't quite explain. Something rare, something irresistible. Most men think attraction is about looks. And sure, appearance might get you noticed, but what makes a woman stay? What makes her feel a connection so deep that she finds herself thinking about you long after the conversation is over? It's not the car you drive. It's not your bank balance. It's not even about being the bad boy or the nice guy. It's about the words you say, the way you say them, and most importantly, the emotions they spark inside her. Because here's a truth most men will never realize. Women are not drawn to words themselves, but to the feeling those words create. And today, you're going to learn 3 magic words that will shift the way women respond to you. 3 words that make you instantly more attractive, not because there's some trick or manipulation, but because they tap into something that every woman craves deep down. But before we get to the words, let's talk about why they work. See, most guys don't actually know how to communicate with women in a way that builds attraction. They either try too hard, saying all the right things but coming off as scripted, or they don't try at all, keeping conversations surface level and forgettable. Real attraction isn't about what you say, it's about how you make a woman feel. Think about the last time someone said something that stuck with you. Maybe it was a compliment that made you feel seen. Maybe it was a phrase that changed your perspective on life. Maybe it was something so simple, yet it hit so deep, you found yourself replaying it over and over again. That's what we're talking about. Words that don't just sound good, but create something inside her, a spark, a pull, an undeniable desire to be around you. And that starts with the first magic word, I understand. It's simple, but trust me, this is rare. Most men hear women, few actually understand them. When a woman talks to you about her frustrations, her dreams, or even something as small as why she always puts cinnamon in her coffee, she's sharing a piece of herself. And most men, they either brush it off, nod absent-mindedly, or, worse, turn the conversation back to themselves. But the moment you look her in the eye and say, I understand, you're telling her something powerful. You're safe here. You don't have to explain yourself. I see you. And that makes her feel connected to you in a way that other men can't. Because when a woman feels heard, she feels attracted. It's not logical, it's emotional. And emotions are where attraction truly happens. Now let's take it deeper. The second magic word, tell me more. At first glance, it seems too simple, but this is where most men completely miss the mark. Think about how conversations usually go. Someone shares a thought, and the other person either responds with their own opinion or changes the subject entirely. It's natural, it's how most people talk. But when you say, tell me more, you're doing something different. You're inviting her to keep talking, to open up, to go deeper. And in that moment, she starts feeling something that's rare. He actually cares about what I have to say. And here's where the real magic happens. When a woman talks about herself, when she expresses her thoughts and emotions, she starts associating those emotions with you. It's not about impressing her with your stories. It's about letting her invest in you. Because the more she shares, the more she feels connected. And when she feels connected, she feels attracted. And now for the final magic word, the one that seals everything together. I appreciate. Most compliments that women receive are surface level. You're beautiful. You have pretty eyes. I love your smile. Nice? Sure, but generic. Forgettable. She's heard them 1,000 times. But when you tell a woman, I appreciate how passionate you are about your work, or I appreciate the way you always see the best in people, you're doing something powerful. You're showing her that you see her beyond just her looks, that you notice the little things, that you recognize the qualities that make her unique. And that's what makes a woman feel special. Because let's be honest, women don't want to be admired. They want to be understood. They want to feel like they matter. And when you combine all three of these magic words, you're creating something that goes beyond attraction. You're making her feel something that sticks. Imagine this in action. She tells you about a tough day at work. Most guys would either brush it off or try to fix the problem. But you look her in the eye and say, "I understand. That must have been really frustrating." She opens up more, sharing details she wouldn't normally share. Instead of rushing to talk about yourself, you say, "Tell me more." And when she does, you lean in and say, "I really appreciate how strong you are. A lot of people would have given up, but you keep pushing through." Boom. That's it. No tricks, no games, just words that make her feel something real. And the best part? This isn't just about attracting women. It's about becoming a man who naturally draws people in. A man who listens, a man who understands, a man who makes others feel valued. Because attraction isn't about being the loudest guy in the room. It's not about being the most charming, the richest, or the smoothest. It's about the little things, the words you choose, the way you make people feel. So the next time you're talking to a woman, whether it's a first date, someone you've known for years, or even a stranger, try this. Use these words. Mean them. Watch what happens. And don't be surprised when she starts looking at you differently, like she's just discovered something rare, something real, because you won't just be another guy trying to impress her. You'll be the man who gets her. And that's what makes you truly unforgettable.